is Thursday, January 7th, 2021, and this is the Early Edge powered by SportsLine, the only daily sports betting podcast that's in your feed before 11 a.m. every single day, and we do it in 10 minutes or less. Darth Vader says the clock starts right now. Now, I'm feeling like a major champion today, not just because I'm wearing my Tiger Woods hat, not just because golf resumes today, but because we're coming off a 6-1 day on Wednesday. That's plus 450 if you're a $100 bettor. It pays to watch and listen to the show. Today, we got the best of the best. Let's bring in my cappers right now. You know him, he's a DFS wizard, but he had a solid day. He told you yesterday Wichita State was getting too many points, and he was right. M squared, Mike McClure, good morning.
Good morning. Wichita State got a little sweaty at the end, but they did cover it. I can't believe they kept fouling at the end when they were down to almost double digits, but here we are. Big win.
We like the sweats. We like the sweats. And a man who's absolutely on fire. If my phone is not buzzing at night because this man won, then it's not a good night. The maestro, Larry Hartstein, good morning.
Coach, good morning. Great day yesterday, but you know what? We're going to stay humble, and we're going to keep grinding. Let's go.
You're damn right. Let's go. Okay, we're going to start, of course, M squared. You will go first. We're going to start with our top NBA play of the day. We're going to go with the Sixers at the Nets. It's gone down now to 1.5. The total 224.5. A 7:30 Eastern tip. This game is on TNT tonight. M squared, start us off.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Philadelphia 76ers here. So we know that they're on the second night of a road back-to-back. Not a major travel situation, but it is the second night of a road back-to-back here. However, Kevin Durant out for the Nets. We saw that in the last game, and the Nets still managed to blow them out. However, the 76ers have enough depth defensively to defend Kyrie Irving and take him away in this spot. So I think that this is a great spot for the 76ers. I think that they could pretty much coast. Someone might rest here, but they might just limit some of Joel Embiid's minutes on the back-to-back here. But this is a spot where I make a minus 3.8 in my simulations. At minus 1.5, I think it's one of my favorite bets of the season so far, as I think the Nets are slightly overvalued after that blowout win without Kevin Durant earlier this week.
And, you know, guys, I'm going to look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I'm going to look to fade them. They are on their third game in 4 nights, a back-to-back after that great 3-0 start. They've lost 4 of 5. This is the 5th game on a 6-game road trip. They're down their top 2 point guards. They're playing a Memphis team that doesn't have a good record, doesn't have their top 2 players, but they have a lot of good young guys. They've played well 2 of the last 3 games, just lost to the Lakers by 2. Memphis is 0-4 at home. I think they break that skid tonight, and they get the cover over the Cavs.
Whenever you bet the NBA, for those of you watching at home, it's all about finding the right day, the right team, because it's such a long grind. So listen to everything Larry just said there. You just can't look at the records and what they've done, because how much they play absolutely matters. Okay, we love props here at the Early Edge. So our top NBA prop of the day, I'm feeling a little, Mikey, a little Luka love today. What do you think?
A lot of Luka love for me today. So I am pumped for this matchup. Luka versus Nikola Jokic on TNT in primetime here. Both of these guys love to show off their ability to pass. I love Luka Doncic over 8.5 assists at plus money here in this spot. I think obviously both players are live for a triple-double anytime they take the floor, but Jokic prides himself on his ability to pass. Luka is young enough that he still has a little ego about him here in this spot. I think he's going to try and show him up a little bit with the passing ability. I love this prop at 8.5 on the over on the assists for Luka today.
And we always know that Luka knows when he's going to be playing on primetime television. Now, the guy who's been killing the props and loves to go back to the same well when it's paying is the maestro. Larry, what do you like tonight, pal?
Well, I'm still waiting for that Colin Sexton rebounds and assist prop to come out. You know, he got close to it, 7.5. We've been going under all season. It's hit 8 straight times, all 8 games. The guy is a pure shooter. He did get to 7 last night, but it was a blowout loss, so they took him out with about 4 minutes to go, and he didn't cash, which was really sweet. Waiting for that number to be posted. If it's 7.5 or higher, we're going to go under again until it stops cashing. But also in that game that Mike mentioned, I like Jokic over 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. This guy's averaging 47.7 with all those stats combined. No Porzingis. I think he goes over again.
All right, so keep your eye on. That's a 10 Eastern. You're going to have to stay up late We get up early. You're going to have to stay up late to watch this one. But as you know, if you put a little cheese on it, you're going to stay up and watch. That's the whole point. All right, by the way, if you're not a SportsLine member yet and you're not a part of our family, we want you to be. And if you open up an account right now, you use the promo code EDGE, then you're going to get 30 days for free, access to all of our cappers, all of their picks, but also, and maybe even more importantly, you'll have access to all of our simulations, which SportsLine absolutely dominates the market with. You get all of that. Use the promo code EDGE. Now, we've got the wild card weekend coming up. 6 games on tap. Larry, do you see a game that you like, a number that's kind of moving around to kind of educate the fans a couple of days early?
Well, I jumped on the Ravens -3 at -120 at Tennessee. You'll see it at 3.5. You'll also see it at -3, -120 across the market. I wouldn't play the 3.5, but I do like it at 3. I mean, this team has won 5 straight by at least 14 each time. And I know people are going to talk about the revenge narrative. They lost in the regular season. They lost in the playoffs last year to the Titans. But I think it's more about the defense. The defense is getting healthy. Jimmy Smith, Ngakoue, both supposed to come back. They weren't healthy in the middle of the season. They're all back. That defense is much better than the Titans defense. And I'm happy to lay just a field goal.
The Ravens have covered 6 straight games. And to back the Maestro up, this man is 18-6-2 in his last 26 NFL against the spread picks on SportsLine. Where else are you going to go? Come on, let's go. All right, back to the hardwood now. Our top college basketball play of the day, M-squared, we're going out west. What do you like?
We are headed out west. We're going with Stanford, -9.5. And I know this seems like a big number, especially as things tighten up when you get to conference play. But this Washington team is just not very good. Just got blown out by Arizona, a team that Stanford beat. Stanford also has some really good early season experiences, very competitive games with North Carolina and Indiana early in the season. 2 really pretty good programs, especially compared to programs like Washington. My simulations, I actually have this game closer to 14.5. It's a really pretty big edge in the sims. And like I said, I know things tighten up as we get to conference play, but this should be a double-digit win. The only question is, do they keep the foot on the pedal and win by 20? Or are they going to come in and win by 12 or 13? I think it's probably 12 or 13 here. But at 9.5, I love this play. I'm not scared of laying almost double digits with Stanford here.
Hey, Mike, I like that play. And I'm going to stay out west with Arizona hosting USC. This series has been dominated by the home team, 6-1 against the spread, last 7 meetings. USC is a great rebounding team inside. We know about Mobley, but Arizona is almost +12 in rebounding margin as well. They've won 4 straight. They're 7-0 at home. USC's had a couple big step-up games against UConn and Colorado where they did not fare so well. So I'm going to lay the small number, 3 points with Arizona.
The Pac-12 dominates our college basketball plays of the day for M-squared and the Maestro. Okay, it's that time of the show. Chief, I know what you're saying. All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil. It's time to recap. And let's go. All right, in our top NBA player of the day, M-squared loves the Sixers. That has come down to 1.5. That, according to our good friends over at William Hill. Larry loves the Grizzlies -4 over a tired Cavs team who's playing 3 games in 4 days. Now, our props of the day. Mikey loves Luka Doncic. That's a 10 Eastern, 10 TNT game, over 8.5 assists. Larry stays in the same game. Nikola Jokic over combined 41.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Also, additional prop play. If the number comes in at 7.5 or higher, combined rebounds and assists for Colin Sexton with the Cavs, play it. Play it again. It is cashed 8 straight times, but not below 7.5. 7.5 or higher. Then our look ahead to the wildcard games this weekend. Larry likes the Ravens at -3 or better. And then our top college basketball plays of the day, both in the Pac-12. Stanford -9.5. That for M-squared. And then the Maestro staying in the Pac-12. Arizona -3 against USC. They're playing at home, by the way. Larry, 58-35 in his last 94 college basketball against the spread picks. All right? That's all I need to say. You have your mission. For M-squared, for the Maestro, for the jeweler, Jacob, our producer, puts this entire diamond together. I am the coach. Let's take all these picks straight to the pay window. And remember, this is the only place for your daily early edge.